And we're joined now by the Chief Executive of Peterborough City Council, Gillian Beasley. I mean, this is a shocking revelation. You have a cathedral city, 2 sitting Conservative MPs, sort of bastion of stability, and it produces exactly what Jackie just said. You know, multiple investigations, 10 different inquiries. Yeah,
this is a devastating case of criminality against young children in our city. You know, we would have wished that these children hadn't or have been rescued earlier. But what's different about this case is the way that the social services team, my social workers and the police gained the trust of these girls so that they were able to tell their stories, and from that we've got convictions. This was a proactive investigation where, as I say, social workers and the police got together, we identified what we thought were vulnerable girls, we built confidence with them, we talked to them. And if you think about this case, I was in court where the youngest girl was giving evidence, and you've referred to that in your programme, and I was chilled. She described how she thought she was going to be killed and how she thought as well the people she loved most in the world would be killed. Yet she was able to tell her story to social workers and the police. She was able to give evidence in court and we secured these convictions.
How are they being supported now?
Well, today is a very important day for those girls, and I want to pay tribute to them because they were very brave to give the evidence in court. And today is important because they've been believed, and you've probably heard this before in many cases. So they'll get a lot of support. They'll get the best support we can give them. It's a long, long road to recovery for these girls.
Well, in a sense, clearly your council has risen to the occasion.
We certainly have, yes.
But it's also not unique to Peterborough. I mean, is there something you've done that you could roll out across the country as a way of finding out who these people are? And a question nobody wants to ask, but this seems to be a problem involving new communities in Britain, immigrant communities in Britain.
Yeah, I don't completely agree with that, because what I think defines these cases isn't the ethnicity or the background of a particular criminal. It's about their attitude, their despicable attitudes towards children and young girls. And I think that's what defines them. And we've really got to understand that, because the point you make about, you know, we've got to understand what we're dealing with because we've got to be able to stop this. And I think these men are ruthless. They're ruthless in their determination to rape and abuse young children. And we've got to be equally ruthless and determined. We've got to understand the nature of what they're doing. And we've also got to enable victims to tell their stories. But it's happening
within Peterborough, or they have links to other gangs around the country?
No, this isn't, no, not at all. This is this group of Czech Roma individuals and one Kozman were opportunistic. They weren't a gang, and they were led, obviously, by one, and you've referred to that in your programme. But I think, as I say, what defines Peterborough from anywhere else is that we have been proactive in this. We've not only identified vulnerable girls, but we've also understood how these men operate. We haven't put stereotypes to them. We've seen that they're despicable crimes, that they will groom children, and we've understood that, and we apply those lessons from now forwards.
Gillian Beasley, Chief Executive, Peterborough City Council, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Kathy.